Less than what I could expect to see. He said his work ethic is going to show off. His work ethic speaks for itself, he said, and I should expect to see that legendary Tiger Schulmanns deep gas tank.
Fighting out of the red corner, it is Aleksandr Rogozin.
Rogozin coming out to the Wu-Tang Clan. All right. Next level martial arts. 1 year of experience under his belt. He said that we can expect jabs and lead leg teeps all day. He said he's going to keep his opponent at bay using that lead side. And look at that glare from Raph Ikona, man. Staring down his opponent.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure if that front kick's going to keep that kid off of him.
Hard to say.
We're going to find out.
Ikona
Introducing
like an
first,
Adonis, my goodness.
fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at an even 174 pounds, from Tiger Schulmanns out of Allentown, Pennsylvania, it is Raph Ikona.
Allentown,
And his
right next door.
opponent, fighting out of the red corner, from Next Level Martial Arts, weighing in at an even 171 pounds, it is Aleksandr Rogozin.
And it seems like the crowd is split dead even on these guys. Both local gyms.
Both looking very confident.
Rogozin, there's that jab he was telling me about. And the teep. Looking for that big, strong right hand. Contrary to, wow, what a leg kick. And my goodness, perfectly timed leg kick. His shin pad slipped down a little bit on that one. I would expect the referee to let that go. Big right hands. Rogozin has him on his heels. For some reason, the referee broke him apart. I'm not sure why the referee broke that up. Ikona looking to make up lost ground.
The leg kicks have seemed very successful tonight, so stay on what works for you.
Rogozin again with the teep. He said he loves it. Right back to the legs. Boy, the leg kicks. Ikona looking a little tired. Rogozin giving those jabs that he promised me.
Oh,
big right hand. He's staggered.
Good right hand.
He's staggered.
8 count.
Walking forward with his hands down is Rogozin. Ikona. Rogozin knows he has this round.
Nice. Good round.
That was a great round. This is a fun one to watch. I'm not exactly sure what the referee's seeing here, that he keeps breaking them up from time to time. It's a little odd to me. I feel like that should have definitely been an 8 count.
I agree. Definitely agree.
Both fighters taking a seat. Ikona definitely has the work ethic, but it looks like the stamina might not be up to par just yet. Either that or that adrenaline dump in round 1 really just caught up to him.
The adrenaline dumps can most definitely catch up to you.
Rogozin on his feet already. Ikona taking a little bit longer to get off his stool.
Get that extra break.
Big rights from Rogozin.
Nice, yeah, nice overhand, man. Scored.
Big left counter. Two leg kicks from Ikona. They get tangled up momentarily. Good counter by Ikona.
Yeah, he's scoring pretty good with that overhand right.
I think Rogozin's looking for that big right again. There it is.
Yeah.
He's swinging for it. He needs, ooh, to the body. If he takes his time and sets it up, that right hand might be there again.
Absolutely.
Ikona tired. His hands drop after every combo. Hands up. Rogozin trying to time it. Ikona, big leg kick.
Big time. And like I said, they've been scoring like crazy, so stay on them.
Big kick got telegraphed, caught there by Ikona. And it looks like we got a little trickle coming from Alex's nose. Good head movement by Alex. Looking for that big right again. Nothing there. Coming down to the last seconds of round two. Much different pace than round one. Big head kick to finish the round from Rogozin. Was it enough?
I've got round one going to red, round two going to blue, but we're going to find out.
I could agree with that assessment. You can't rest on your laurels. Once you're ahead, you can't coast. You got to keep the pressure on.
Especially 3 rounds.
I feel like Rogozin took a round off that round. Ringside doctor checking on his nose, making sure he's not split open.
Both fighters seem to be a little winded. But those first 2 rounds were pretty exciting, so.
That first round, the pace that they set in that first round, I expected them to be holding each other up all around 2.
Well, you might see it in round 3.
We might see it in round 3. Rogozin seems to be comfortable taking the range. We'll see if he lets him get close. Rogozin throwing that lead hand, looking for the big right again. Ikona trying to scoop it. Big leg kick. Big right hand from Rogozin. And that looked like a rabbit punch to me to the back of the head. What'd you see, Jack?
Bugs Bunny, brother.
Bugs Bunny. Both fighters fatigued. Rogozin still pushing forward. And that might be the difference in this round so far is Rogozin's making forward progress. Ikona a little bit more hesitant to walk forward. Big deep breaths with the mouth open. Ikona eats a jab.
Nice, yeah, nice jab.
Nice 1-2 from Ikona. Referee's calling for more action. Both of these fighters winded. Ikona, big swing and a miss. Rogozin. He wants that big right kick and that big right hand. 10 seconds left. Both fighters on their last wind. Wow. What a match. Good respect from each corner. Good respect from these fighters.
Very good match.
Fight. Rogozin thinks he has this one. Ikona with his hands up thinks he has this one. Oh man, Mr. Murphy, I don't know.
Well, I'm going to go 29-28 red, but I was wrong last time, so we'll see.
I felt like Rogozin controlled the range better than Ikona, and he really rattled him in the first round.
Yeah.
Despite not getting the 8 count, I believe as a judge, I might have even called that a 10-8 round. But then again, I don't work for the Athletic Commission, so I can say whatever I want.
Maybe you should.
I don't believe, could you see me working for the government? I run my mouth far too much to be an Athletic Commission.
Well, I would tell you what I said to the senator, but probably not right now.
Knowing you with a contemporary of my father, the way the two of you spoke in 2022, not the same.
I loved, he was a great man and loved him. A great man.
Appreciate those words, sir.
Well, they're all true.
Looks like there's a discussion between the judges at ringside right now. Gary Grant looking on as the assistant commissioner has some notes for our announcer.
Well, I thought it was pretty clear, but like I said, we're going to find out right now.
All right, one more time. Let's give it up for these two great combatants.
That was a good fight. I'm happy to see that.
Very good fight. Yeah, all the fights tonight so far have been really good.
Ooh. Split decision.
So, one of the judges scores the bout this evening, 29-28 for the red corner.
That's what
One
I
of the
have.
judges scores the bout, 29-28 for the blue corner. And the winner of this contest, fighting out of the blue corner.
How about that? Ikona pulls it out in round 3. Wow. I did not see that.
I don't necessarily agree with that myself. Then I have a comment that I'll take off the air.
And Rogozin's fans on their feet over here. They're congratulating him and telling him he won that fight.
Thought so too.
Good show of respect from both camps. Next level obviously not happy with that decision.
So at this time we want to make a couple of announcements. This is USKA 100 in Kutztown, Pennsylvania. So, the person who has put this together,
Have you noticed that?
we have to give him, let's stand on our feet right now. Let's stand on our feet right now.
Sorry.
The person responsible for putting this together is the legendary president of the USKA. Let's give a round of applause to Gary Grant Jr. So at this time, Mr. Grant has something to say, so we're going to pass this part of the event over to him, and then we are going to have a 15-minute intermission after that.
Is everyone having a good time?
Yes, sir, we are.
We've had some good fights, some good knockouts, almost a total brawl. It's been pretty good. But at this time, we have one other thing we want to do tonight. Can I have Mr. Althouse to the ring, please? Althouse.
Legendary godfather of the USKA himself, Althouse. Making his way to the ring with the AC/DC music playing. With the traditional Althouse entrance.
He's having trouble getting in the ring, but okay. So, when we were doing the posters for this event, I told Mike Pickings does all our poster work, and he does a really nice job. And I text Mike and I say, hey, Mike, you know, take this picture and try and make Irv look good in it and put it on a poster. We're going to honor him. Because, and Mike come back with, wow, USKA 100, that's awesome. And I have these texts. I'm going to screenshot and send it to me. I'm like, Mike, Irv did all the heavy lifting. And for about the first 85 USKA shows, Irv was the man in charge. And he really is the real reason that we're here at USKA 100 tonight. So please put your hands together for him. And if you didn't know, tonight started off kind of chaotic. The doctor thought he should be in Harrisburg, but the fights were in Kutztown. And this is Dr. Williams right here, but he showed up, so let's give him a round of applause. Last time he was the doctor at a USKA fight, he faked a COVID test and made me panic, so I had to call him out. But I just want to tell you about the first time I met Irv Althouse. And he invited us to some fights, and I'm there, and I mean, he seems like a great guy, and if you know Irv, he doesn't just shake your hand, he has to hug you when you come in, and I don't like hugging people, but he was just a pretty good guy, and there was a big fiasco that night, I don't know if you remember, and the Thai guys didn't want to wear the boots, and Greg Serb was making them wear the booties, and there was a guy coming to the ring, he didn't have the boots on, and then they were asking, does anybody have boots for this guy? And the guy just kept dancing. And then like 50 people threw boots into the ring. The guy left. Irv threw him and all his guys out. So 6 fights got canceled in a row. We are the next fight. He's calling us to the ring, threatening us to be disqualified. And I thought, man, I hate this guy. But then years later, one thing I know about Irv Althouse, he's extremely passionate. He is the man always that gets the job done. And I love you, man, and I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. And thank you for letting me do this. All right. Could I have Jim Simpson to the ring? Jen Heffentrager. Jack Murphy to the ring, please.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for being here tonight to honor Irv Althouse. He is a dear friend of mine, and I could honestly stand here and talk about him for hours because he is so many things to so many people. One of those things, as you may know, as Gary was just talking about, he was the founding father of USKA. Without him and his dedication to the sport and everybody in it, we wouldn't all be here right now. Irv is the one who started kickboxing and Muay Thai events in Pennsylvania, first doing small shows in his gym, and after working his ass off, grew it into a major promotion seating hundreds. He paved the way for other promotions and gave so many fighters a platform to start their fight career and do what they love, including me. I met Irv 10 years ago. I was fighting on one of his cards, and we connected in so many ways. We became fast friends. And then I became one of his students as well, and I'm honored to be one of his black belts. He also gave me a huge opportunity and brought me into USKA as matchmaker and eventually his partner. And I think we made a pretty damn good team. Mostly because, thank you. Mostly because he believed in me, and he taught me so much along the way, and he allowed me to grow and evolve. And I appreciate that very much. Over all this time, I've gotten to know him so well, to call him my best friend and family. If you know him, then you know how tough he is. He can punch and kick the heck out of anybody, and he has a mean, sneaky axe kick in case you're ever sparring with him. Watch out for that. He can break concrete that is stacked to the ceiling, so you know he can demolish things. But he can also build things, and he has built so many schools from the ground up. I've never seen anything like it. The dedication he has is insane. If you're lucky enough to get to know him as well as I have, you also know that he's got a tremendous backstory. You know that he struggled early in life. Also, the last few years, he's battled so many things, and he is the true definition of a fighter in every sense of the word. You might also know that he's got a huge soft side and a heart of gold. He is that guy that would give you the shirt off of his back, the shoes off his feet, the money in his wallet. He would do anything to help anybody in any way possible. Part of who he is has been wanting to help people and wanting to see them be their best selves, see them succeed, and see them happy. All of his students become his family. He has created a tremendous legacy through all the people that he's helped and served. So many students, black belts, all the fighters and coaches through USKA and beyond. I could not think of a better person to honor tonight. And Irv, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for all you've done for me. Thank you for everybody, all the fighters, everybody. You gave your blood, sweat, and tears, literally, to everybody. I love you, and I'm so proud of you.
Shihan Jim Simpson.
All right, are you done over there? You want a room? Irv, I met you as God, it has to be almost like 20 years ago. God, I don't know if I called you, you called me, we had fights. You said, come to my place. It's this little place in Fleetwood. I'm like, yeah, okay, we got some fighters together. Come in, meet you. I see this guy with a ponytail down to his ass. I'm like, dude, man, this is some place. Trains are going by, rolling around, but it became a great event. It was a packed house in that place. It was amazing. And throughout the years, it became kind of like a rivalry between us all. It was the Althouse, it was Grants, it was Jacks, it was Schulmanns, it was battle against each other. We went from that gym by the railroad track to the community center to Hamburg. And I gotta say, you gave a lot of fighters their start. I don't know if you know, but Caitlin Shakagan fought at the Railroad House, and now she's in the UFC ranked number 2. I mean, you paved the way for a lot of people. So many of Tiger Schulmanns guys have fought there and have been in the UFC, and they started with you. I can't thank you from the bottom of my heart for all you've done for our organization, Tiger Schulmanns, and for a lot of these young guys that want to get in here and bang. It's up to you. Thank you from my heart.
It's payback time. We'll see. I met Irv Althouse a little, maybe over 25 years ago, is that right? If I'm not mistaken, it was in Upper Darby at Andy Carr's show, is that correct? And afterwards, I would attend his shows, he would attend shows. And know everywhere we went, is that your brother? I mean, for 25 years I heard this. So I was at one of his shows, and a guy comes up asking me questions. What time does this start? Where do we do this? I'm like, man, how do I know? He goes, well, you're Irv, right? And I went, no. So just last month, Gary had another show. And I'm working a corner with Irv. It's the first time we ever got to work together. And it was great. But one of my old fighters was there, and he says, are you guys brothers? This is last month. So I come in here, young man was sitting right over there, and he says, hey, Irv. And I went, dude. So the bottom line is, they were all right. They were all correct. We have been brothers all along, and I would like to say this to you. Congratulations, little brother. I love you.
Irv, I'm going to give you the mic and a last word, and then we'll do a group picture, and we'll let these folks have a hot dog. But I had a lot of your friends and family and former students sign some gloves here tonight. So we're going to give you these. These are the old USKA gloves that I saved that you said, just throw them out. But we saved these, and so I'm going to give these to you and a marker, and anybody else who wants to get on there and sign there tonight. Thanks for bringing us to USKA 100, Irv.
I did lose my voice in that first fight, so I can just put the mic down and not say anything, but I can't do that. Jen, from the bottom of my heart, I love you, and thank you so much for being by my side. Jen and Irv all the way. It's always been that way. You were one hell of a matchmaker, and any of these people in here that know you will say that. You were awesome, and you were part of why USKA is what it is today. So me personally, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being such a good friend and always by my side, and for what you did for me in USKA. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Jim, guys, I can't say enough. We've had our ups and downs, but we always manage to pull through it and work through them. And I respect this guy so much. We've gone to his place. He's welcomed them in his gym and welcomed my guys in, and we had excellent time. They all talk about going to Jim Simpson's place and training with him. You've taught me a lot, whether you know it or not. With my fighters, you taught me so much, and I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thanks. Mr. Jack Murphy, my brother, my big brother. I thank you for not telling a story like I did in Delaware last month, but I love you so much, dude. You've taught me so much as well. And coming to your gym with the fighters was always a pleasure. And you always put on some tough fights. And thank you from the bottom of my heart for sticking by our side and doing what you have for me. I love you, man. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, I could not say enough about Mr. Gary Grant. You're going to make me cry, dude. Honestly, I would not want anybody else to take USKA over other than you. You have been there through thick and thin with me, by my side. And coming to your gym and doing fights, you trusted me. You put your trust in me, and I appreciate it so much. I am so proud of you on what you've done with USKA. I couldn't ask for anything better. And thank you so much, man. I love you, man. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, folks, I need a break. We'll be back in 10 minutes, exactly 10 minutes from now. Thank you again. One more round for Althouse and USKA 100.